Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of colors by the Murray State University Army ROTC Color Guard under the direction of Sergeant First Class John Brer, led by Cadet Captain Dylan Belote. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the colors.
Face. Forward. Mark. Left.
Ladies and gentlemen, the procession of academic banners and residential college shields carried by graduating seniors from each academic and residential unit. Representing the Arthur J. Barnfine College of Business, borne by Sophie Hillier. The College of Education and Human Services, Emily Bruns. The College of Humanities and Fine Arts, Gabrielle Wibbenmeyer. The Jesse D. Jones College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, Jordan Robbins. The Hudson School of Agriculture, Victoria Mohan. The School of Nursing and Health Professions, Joshua Gauntz. And the residential colleges, Clark Residential College, carried by Sam Sheffer. Elizabeth Residential College, Catherine Hunt. Hart Residential College, Tori Twidwell. Hester Residential College, Travis Plunkett. Regents Residential College, Zachary Lisenby. Richmond Residential College, Norman King Franklin III. Springer Franklin Residential College, Caleb Hughes. And White Residential College, Caitlin Jakeway. Ladies and gentlemen, the mace bearer, the official symbol of all university functions, borne by the 2016 Murray State University Distinguished Professor, Dr. Daniel Wan. The candidates for degree, led by the outstanding senior man and outstanding senior woman, Madison Embry and Landon Gibbs. And the faculty marshals, Dr. Susanna Bloomdahl, Dr. Tracy Bird, Dr. Rika Ebert, Dr. Michael Kemp, Dr. Robert Lyons, Dr. Matthew Schultz, and Professor Gil Welch. Led by candidates for the doctoral degree, ladies and gentlemen, these are the graduates of 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of Murray State University, led by the Regents Teacher Award winners for 2016, Dr. Heath Keller, Professor Jeffrey Wiley, Dr. Janet Hackathorn, Dr. Danielle Nielsen, Dr. David Fender. The Presidential Research Fellow for 2016, Dr. Bomana Loganathan. The Distinguished Researcher, Dr. Howard Whiteman. The University Emerging Scholars, Dr. Randall Bunker and Dr. Joshua Ridley. The Faculty Advisor of the Year, Dr. Michelle Santiago. And the Distinguished Service Faculty Member, Dr. Dina Byers. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of Murray State University. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage party for the 2016 commencement ceremonies led by President Robert O. Davies, 13th President of Murray State University.
Regents, faculty, staff, families of the graduates, special guests, and most important, graduates. Welcome to Murray State University's May 2016 commencement exercises and investiture ceremony. This is the 90th time we have assembled in this honor. Today, we gather as one community, one family, made up of individuals across the globe and from all 50 states. Each of us has a different story, a different reason why we came to Murray State University. But what binds us together, what unites us, is that we are here, we chose to be here, and we are grateful for all the shared experiences, the collegiality of our colleagues and friends, the memories we have made, and the spirit of hope, endeavor, and achievement, which will always be forever with us. Over the past year, and during the journey of our soon-to-be graduates, members of the Murray State family have left this earth. Let us take a moment to remember them, to honor them, and pay our everlasting respect to those individuals, members of our family, who join us today in spirit from their place of eternal peace. Thank you. Please remain standing as Michael Carrick, the Murray State University United Campus Ministry Association, delivers the invocation.
Pray with me, please. Most loving God, we give you praise and thanks this day for making real your heart's desire, that is to share life with us. You have realized this desire for each of these graduates through the love, commitment, and sacrifice found in their parents, grandparents, family, and friends, and all who make up the community of Murray State. Each day, for each graduate here, you have been right there with them, beside them in this season of their life. In the times of the mundane, daily grind inherent in taking on responsibilities, you were there. In the times of exhausting struggle and work to finish their programs, you were there. In the times of dark fears and failures that come with maturing, you were there. And at this time of great celebration and accomplishment in completing their degrees, you are here. For all of these times, we thank you for keeping your promise to be with us, and we trust you to keep this promise for their future, to walk with them in their next steps, no matter who they are and who they are becoming, what they have done and what they will be doing, where they come from and where they are going. May they not forget their part of and their time in the Murray State community. Even more so, may they never forget your great loving presence made real through your one and only beloved. For your glory and honor, we pray and celebrate this time together. Amen.
Thank you, Michael, and please be seated. The processional today was led by our 2016 Distinguished Professor, Daniel Wan, Professor of Psychology. We also appreciate the Murray State Horticulture Club for providing our stage decorations, and a special thank you goes to the Murray State Symphonic Wind Ensemble, led by conductor Dennis Johnson. Let's give them all a round of applause. I am honored to introduce the individuals joining me on the stage this morning. Please hold your applause until each group has been announced. When I mention your name, please stand until all members of that group have also been introduced. Today, I am joined by the members of the Board of Regents. They are Mr. Harry Lee Waterfield II, Chairperson of the Board of Regents; Mr. Clinton Combs, Student Regent, Student Government Association President, and a member of the 2016 graduating class; Ms. Sharon Green from Mayfield, Kentucky; Ms. Susan Guess from Paducah, Kentucky; Dr. Martin Jacobs, our faculty regent and professor of adolescent career and special education; Mr. Daniel Kemp from Hopkinsville, Kentucky; Mr. Phil Schooley, our staff regent and online advisor for telecommunications systems management; and Dr. Jerry Sue Thornton from Cleveland, Ohio. Please give them all a round of applause. We are also joined today by our honorary doctorate recipient, Dr. Walter Bumpus, President and Chief Executive Officer of the American Association of Community Colleges. Please give him a round of applause. He is also joined by his wife, Eileen Bumpus, and their son, Brian. Would they please stand and be recognized? Or wave. Thank you. I would also like to welcome my parents, Dick and Sharon Davies, and also, of course, my lovely wife, Cindy. Would they please stand and be recognized? We are also joined on the dais today with the University Vice Presidents. They include Dr. Renee Duncan, our Acting Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs; Ms. Jackie Dudley, Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services; Dr. Don Robertson, Vice President for Student Affairs; and Dr. Adrian King, Vice President for Marketing Outreach. Would you please give them a round of applause? We are also joined on the platform by our academic deans and our registrar. Would they please stand? Dr. Tim Todd, Dean of the Arthur J. Bauernfeind College of Business; Dr. David Whaley, Education and Human Services; Dr. Stacy Stone, Humanities and Fine Arts; Dr. Steve Cobb, the Jesse D. Jones College of Science, Engineering, and Technology; Dr. Tony Brannon, the Hudson School of Agriculture; Dr. Marcia Hobbs, School of Nursing and Health Professions; Ms. Ashley Ireland, the Dean of the University Libraries; and Ms. Tracy Roberts, who confers all your degrees, so make sure you give her applause, the University Registrar. Would they all please stand and be recognized and applaud? Thank you. As you know, the residential college system is the hallmark of our university, and I am privileged that the residential college faculty heads are here today. They are Dr. Chris Trespass from Lee Clark College, Dr. Chris Coel from Elizabeth Woods College, Professor Greg Gearhart, the Hart College, Professor Kenny Pfister, Hester College, and also Residential College Council Chair, Professor Squire Babcock, Regents College, woohoo! Professor Jane Hall, Richmond College, Dr. Corey Broughton, White College, and Dr. Broughton was also the Residential College Council Vice Chair. And the best residential college, Springer Franklin, Dr. Eric Umstead. Let's give him applause. of these individuals are tremendously important to the ongoing success of this university, your university, and I thank them all for their excellent support and service to Murray State. I would also be remiss if I did not mention our Max Carmen professor, Robert Valentine. He was the announcer as your voice was coming in, and so he would not give his own recognition. So let's give a round of applause to Robert Valentine, the Max Carmen Professor of the Year. Among our graduates today, we are honored to have those who are currently serving who are veterans of the armed services. Would they stand and please be recognized? Please remain standing. Please remain standing. Would all of the active military and veterans in the audience please stand and be recognized with these fine individuals? Is Calvin Warren in the audience? Calvin issued a Facebook challenge to me and said I would not do this on stage. It's a day of celebration. The fundamental and unwavering core of any university is teaching, scholarship, and learning, which is guided by the faculty at Murray State University. And we are honored and privileged to have an exemplary, dedicated, and committed faculty. Their commitment to academic integrity and excellence is unparalleled. They bring great honor to our university in all of their actions, in all of their work, and what they do for our university, our region, and especially our students. I would like for all of the Murray State faculty present today to please stand and be recognized by all of us here. Thank you. To the Murray State class of 2016, this day, commencement, is truly among my favorite activities as a university president. Commencement symbolizes why we are here, to see you succeed and achieve your goals. The 2016 graduating class is 1,565 strong, and they come from 29 different states and 23 different counties. Your ages range from 20 to an 83, who is graduate Mr. Richard Durrett. By the way, I am not worried about Mr. Durrett's job prospects. I have learned that he has an internship worked out with a local bank. Speaking of jobs, one of our graduates, Walter Powell, for the last 2 years, has had a phenomenal internship. He is a wide receiver and return specialist with the Buffalo Bills. Absolutely. Congratulations, sir. He's never lost his goal of earning his degree from Murray State after his collegiate football career ended 2 years ago. Go Bills. This class also has a global and true presence. From meeting class member Sophie Hiller a week before I actually became president in Portugal, to Brian Powell, who was honored to be named a Fulbright Scholar and who will begin his studies in Belgium this fall. Some of you have spent as little as 3 years to earn your degree and be here today. Others took a bit longer but never gave up, like David Buckhold, who is a father, a grandfather, and while working full-time and taking 2 or 3 classes a semester, he graduates today after his journey encompassing 25 years to reach this point. His steadfast determination is a testament to persistence and the will to succeed and support of the faculty. Speaking of strong-willed, Joshua Calso is also among today's graduate, a man of conviction that did not allow, by being diagnosed with stage 2 cancer his junior year, prevent him from continuing his studies. As he said, my Murray State family helped me along the way and would not let me fail. They picked me up when I needed, and they listened when I needed a shoulder to cry on. Without my Murray State family, I would not make it here to graduation today. Let's give him a round of applause as well. Today, we celebrate the Murray State University class of 2016, 1,565 strong and what you have achieved. We honor the important choices you made along the way, and also the accumulation of the many hours of hard work and sacrifice and the dedication that you've shown. During your time here together, you persevered through winter storms. I have seen you study on the quad from hammocks. You had the opportunity to hear and learn from leading national and global figures like Martin Luther King III. You enjoyed the talents of many faculty, staff, and students in plays and performance and other events. You participated in seemingly never-ending group projects and walked 4 miles to class from the nearest parking spot, uphill both ways, I've been told. During your time at Murray State, you also experienced the joy of meeting the love of your life, and you will put your shoes on the new shoe tree soon. You participated in all-campus singing or the step show. You watched Campus Lights, the nation's longest student musical tradition. You made new friends that will last a lifetime. You cheered on your racers during various sporting events, and even right here in the bank where you yelled, "See more for 3 more," so many times. In all, you're always standing up. All in all, you proceeded with purpose, with grace and determination, and you arrive here today with your fellow classmates so that we might honor you and proclaim you as a Murray State alumnus. You will always have a home here at the finest place that we will know. From here, you will go forward and conquer new goals and seek and achieve new dreams. Many of you are going to graduate school, others immediately to work in the world, while others will travel and seek new horizons. As you go forward, you will never be alone. There will always be a Murray State graduate in your midst. All you have to do is yell, "Go Racers," and they will be there for you. As your journey continues, remember the 3 stars on our shield that symbolize the 3 ideals of Murray State University, which are achievement, endeavor, and hope. Because you are now a Murray State alumnus, you will live these ideals that you have proven that you have the power and determination to achieve new goals. You have the stamina to endeavor in your pursuits of justice and good, and you will, most importantly, always inspire hope in others. You are now a Murray State alumnus, a distinction that only a few can achieve, and an honor that can never be taken away. From our first graduating ceremony in 1926, 90 years ago, the initial class had 87 members. They started a pathway for others to follow and to expand. Today, all 1,565 members join that pathway, and I know you will blaze new trails and allow for more to follow the examples. As you conclude your journey here at Murray State University, understand you are not here alone. You are joined by your family members, your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your grandparents. At this time, will all of the graduates please stand, point out that special person who made your journey here successful, and give them a round of applause. Okay, go forward, graduates. Love life, live your dreams. Use your power to make a difference in lives of others. Do this one moment, one person, one community, one world at a time. Congratulations to each of you, all 1,565 members of the Murray State graduating class. I look forward to hearing from each of you as you live your dreams. God bless, go forward proudly, and most importantly, go Racers. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce the outstanding senior woman for May 2016, Mason Embry, who is from Morganfield, Kentucky. Joining Madison today is her father, Richard Embry, her mother, Sherry, and stepfather, Rick Anderson, and her brother and grandparents, who are seated to my left. Would they please be recognized? Madison is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. Madison has maintained a 3.97 graduate point average while engaging in numerous campus activities, which are detailed in your commencement program. Last week, Madison took to social media to lament the fact that she is graduating, but has not had a selfie with me. So Madison, please come forward. To commemorate that, I am giving her her own selfie stick with Murray State emblazoned on it. Please welcome Madison Embry, Murray State University's May 2016 Outstanding Senior Woman, as she delivers the Outstanding Senior Woman valediction.
Thank you, Dr. Davies. I want everyone to take a moment, relax, and think back to your first day as a Murray State racer. Did you sit down in the wrong classroom but were too embarrassed to leave? Did you show up to class 30 minutes early? Did you even commit the fashion faux pas of wearing a lanyard around your neck? Because I did. Or did your day go smoothly? My first day at Murray State did not meet my expectations. I came into college thinking that I was prepared for every situation that I would face. However, my first day of college still remains to be one of my best and worst days at Murray State. I attempted to find my public speaking class by going into 3 different buildings. The professor intimidated and terrified me as soon as she started speaking. I was given 3 separate projects that were due within a 3-week time span. And to top it all off, I was forced to give an impromptu speech where I fumbled the whole time. 4 years later, who would have thought that I would be standing here today giving the valediction? So thank you, Dr. Coel, for giving me the foundation needed to be speaking here today. What I failed to realize was that tough classes create some of the best and most rewarding relationships among students. During that course, one of those students became one of my dearest friends and still is today. In addition to my classmates, I had over 100 sorority sisters who were always in my corner. While today is a day to celebrate our accomplishments, I want to focus on what encouraged, motivated, and forced us to succeed and survive at Murray State, the relationships and connections we made during our time as racers. There's an old proverb that states, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. The connections we created during our time here didn't just encompass students, but faculty as well. Graduates, I've yet to find another university where the faculty are as dedicated, accommodating, and as personable as our professors. I'll never forget the time when I had a professor allow me to take an exam on a Saturday because I had a scheduling conflict, or how all my professors know me by name. We can all think of at least one professor that has dramatically impacted our college careers. The ability to capitalize on such a unique opportunity here at Murray State is one that not all students at other universities can claim, and it's what makes being a racer such an honor. As many of you know, Murray was named the friendliest small town in America, which to all of us is no surprise. Living in Murray means always allotting more time than needed to run errands because you're bound to strike up a conversation with a complete stranger. I've had multiple families invite me to dinner because they know that Winslow gets old. When I needed to visit the ER, somebody waited with me until my parents were able to drive up. Years from now, we may forget the specific actions that were done for us, but we will never forget how welcomed we felt. In the Greek community, we have a saying, it's not for 4 years, it's for life. Whether it takes you 4 years, 5 years, or even 6 years, we will always be graduates of Murray State. When someone asks me about my time at Murray State, the first thing I mention won't be any personal accomplishment. The first thing I mention will be waiting in line for opening day at Dairy Queen, or participating at All Campus Sing, or benching at the Breezeway, or even watching couples nail their shoes on the shoe tree. I'll talk about the moments that created lifelong relationships and connections that are unique to Murray State. I'll talk about how I became a racer. At the very end, we will always be Murray State racers. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Don't forget your selfie stick. Thank you, Madison. You will go far because you will never be alone. You have the Murray State family behind you. It's now my privilege to introduce the outstanding senior man for May 2016, Landon Gibbs, from Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Landon is the son of Sharon and David Gibbs, who join us today, along with his grandparents and several aunts and uncles who are also seated to my left. Would they please stand and be recognized? Landon is graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture with an emphasis in horticulture agronomy, along with a minor in photography. He is a Murray State Residential Fellowship Scholar, a member of the Honors College, and some say he's an ideal role model for the Honors College as it moves forward. Landon has maintained a 3.94 GPA average while engaging in numerous campus activities, which are also detailed in your commencement program. Next fall, Landon will be attending the University of Kentucky as a graduate student. He has assured me that he will only wear Murray State t-shirts and sweatshirts while completing his graduate studies at the University of Kentucky. For that purpose, would you come forward? At this time, with Landon Gibbs, Murray State University's May 2016 Outstanding Senior Man, please come forward and deliver the Outstanding Senior Man valediction.
A very wise and very outspoken communications professor instructed me on all the correct ways to write a speech. I mean, she even wrote the book. When it comes to situations like this, however, and there is nothing left to do or say but to express what these 4 years have left me with, then all the transitions, all the attention grabbers, and all of the climactic conclusions seem to fall into place inside the sentiment, emotion, and finality of this occasion. There is no formula for true thought, for conveying real meaning, or for expressing simple, unabridged feeling. I've learned many things during my time here at Murray State, from how to give an effective presentation to how cellular metabolic systems work. I've learned how to take decent photographs and how to create graphic designs. And I've learned how to manage a greenhouse and play Cards Against Humanity. Of all these incredible things, however, the most incredibly profound, complex, and impactful thing I have learned about during my time here is love. That's right, love. The simple 4-letter word that we say so many times in our day-to-day lives. Is there something more complex, yet so incredibly simple? Look around you, graduates. Take a moment to try and find your family or your friends. Say hello to them. Tell them you love them, and I'm sure they will all say it back. Take a moment to relish in the fact that this is your day. This is your day. All of the individuals here, your family, your friends, your significant others, all of them are here for you. Even the faculty and the staff, they're all here for you. There is joy in this room, there's compassion radiating off of the faces of proud parents, and there is love. Without the support of the people in your life, would you be here? For me, that answer is a quite resounding no. I would not be here were it not for my parents, were it not for my siblings, and were it not for my remaining family. And many of you would not be seated where you are if it were not for those same people in your lives. The amount of unconditional love that these individuals that have given their days, their weekends even, to see you graduate is what aided in getting you to this tumultuous point in your life. Murray State has left me with incredible friendships. I'm sure many of you are sitting next to your good friends right now, preparing to walk across the stage with them. I've also lost many friendships as a racer, all the while teaching me even more about life and relationships. People change, love evolves, and not all connections are forever. From these times, though, it is best to continue showing kindness and generosity, because the safest way over troubled water is on bridges one is maintained rather than on bridges one is burned. To show the love and compassion that is given to you attracts the same back. A kind smile, a friendly wave, or an encouraging laugh could be the single push that puts the pendulum of achievement into motion for an individual and inspires them to reach the point that he or she was always meant to achieve. Just as you have been enabled by others to achieve what today brings, be that support to someone else. Even through my most difficult times here at Murray State, I've always had the love of my family and friends to fall back on. It took these 4 years here for me to realize the extensive chain of interlocking affection and genuine care that I have holding me up. And that is what I want to impress upon all of you today. To realize the incredible amount of real, true compassion that the people in your life have for you, and how it has aided you in reaching this point and the many to come. As we continue on after today's events, the uncertainty of life can be intimidating. Finding jobs, starting families, or moving to new locations can be difficult and seem like impossible tasks to accomplish. That's because they are. Trying to face life alone is impossible. And entering into uncharted territory is perilous. The speed of time is ever quickening, and the darkness of night sometimes seems to last forever. But remember those that enabled you to reach this day. Remember the love they have shown you. Remember the love you have experienced, and remember the love that you have given. Even though it may evolve and time may change, there is always love for you. Remember the sacrifices that have been made for you, the time that has been committed, and the opportunities that have been presented. Face tomorrow, face the next day, and face the rest of your life with the confidence, the drive, and the motivation that all of your friends and family have instilled in you. Because as it has been said, where there is love, nothing is too much trouble, and there is always time.
Very well said. Thank you, Landon, for those inspirational words, and so very, very true. The authority to award honorary degrees is an important prerogative reserved for universities in our Western culture. Our university, as a beneficiary of this tradition, holds a societal imprimatur that should not be taken lightly, and Murray State has historically been very judicious in the awarding of such honors. We have only honored 55 such degrees in our 94 years of history. We are pleased that Dr. Walter Bumpus is with us today so we can honor him for his lifelong commitment to higher education and a stellar presence on the national scene. At this time, I am pleased to introduce another distinguished member of the Murray State University Board of Regents, Dr. Jerry Sue Thornton, who will provide introductory remarks for Dr. Bumpus. Dr. Thornton?
I would like to congratulate both Madison and Langdon. We are very, very proud of you, and you epitomize the academic scholarship and excellence here at Murray State University. Congratulations. It is also an honor for me to be able to congratulate a dear friend of mine who is receiving this honorary degree today. One who started here at Murray State University many years ago and earned his bachelor's and master's degree right here at Murray State before getting the doctorate degree at the University of Texas in Austin. It is very fun and fitting for me to be able to introduce him because we grew up together. And while I was introduced earlier by Dr. Davies as a Regent from Cleveland, Ohio, I was born in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and grew up in Dawson Springs and Earlington. About 27 miles from one of my best friends, Dr. Walter Bumpus, who grew up in Princeton, Kentucky. In your program, you will find information about his background, and it will tell you why he is so deserving of this honorary degree for Murray State University. But I would like to tell you a little bit about him. Starting out very early on working at the Job Corps in Breckenridge, and then later as a counselor and director right here in Richmond Hall at Murray State University. He met and later married a young lady from Louisville, Kentucky. You have seen her stand, Dr. Eileen Bumpus, who is an associate vice president at the University of Texas. He pursued and married this young woman and therefore needs to hang their shoes on the tree. They are the proud parents of 4 children, 14 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. And that is what he is most proud of, that accomplishment. But in your program, you will also see his career and the work and his commitment to education. And I will just briefly outline that because it's in your program. Not only working here at Murray State University, but on to East Arkansas Community College in Arkansas, Howard Community College in Maryland. He was chancellor of the Brookhaven in Texas, and certainly in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and then became the state chancellor of the Baton Rouge Community College system. From there, he went back to the University of Texas as a professor in the Department of Education, and later as the chair of the Department of Education at the University of Texas. He has published over 21 publications, received many honors and awards, too numerous to name. But today, I would just simply mention to you that if any of you are interested in going to Princeton, Kentucky, he has the key to the city. He can get you in. Just as importantly, he was the president of his 6th grade class, many times over. You can tell I'm a good friend, and I'm very proud of him, and would certainly like to acquaint you with Dr. Walter G. Bumpus, of whom we are all very proud.
At this time, I would like Dr. Bumpus to take center stage, Jerry Sue to his right, and Harry Lee Waterfield to his left. And do the proper hooding as I read the honors that he is bestowed upon for his honorary degree. Murray State University hereby certifies that upon the recommendation of the President and the faculty and the Board of Regents has conferred upon Dr. Walter G. Bumpus the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa, in recognition of his lifelong commitment to higher education, his dedicated service to the American Association of Community Colleges, his stellar national presence with the Association of Community College Trustees, his work with the National Initiative for Leadership and Institutional Effectiveness, his association with the National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development, and his outstanding consulting work with numerous community colleges and universities throughout the world. At Murray, Kentucky, this 14th day of May, in the year of our Lord 2016, we bestow upon you the honorary degree. By the virtue and the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky through the Board of Regents of Murray State University, I confer upon you, Dr. Walter G. Bumpus, the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereto attaining. Congratulations. Please welcome the newest member of the 2016 graduating class of Murray State University, and who will put his shoes, along with Eileen's, on the shoe tree this afternoon, Walter G. Bumpus.
Wow, what a morning, what a morning. Dr. Davies, Mr. Waterfield, and Dr. Thornton, thank you so very, very much for this really, really wonderful honor. Dr. Thornton, I want to begin by saying thank you so very, very much for that very, very gracious introduction. Folks, I have to tell you, as I was sitting over here to Dr. Thornton's left, I thought she knows me too well. I wasn't sure what she might say. Jerry first met me when we were in middle school, and then we got to know each other in high school a little better, and then she knew me here and at Murray as a fraternity in a fraternity, and there's so much that could have been said about that. She knew me as a high school athlete, and she's known Eileen and me through our 45 years of marriage. So Jerry, thank you for being so kind. I was also reminded when she was doing that wonderful introduction of an introduction that I received some 20 years ago in Dallas, Texas, by Dr. Wright Lassiter, who was chancellor of the Dallas County Community College District. And he introduced me, and I had our daughter Fran with me. And for those of you in the audience that have kids, you can appreciate what I'm going to say, because you know your kids are always brutally honest with you. So we were on the way home, and I said, Fran, what did you think about my speech? And she said, Dad, your speech was okay. I said, okay. She said, yeah, but I found the introduction much more interesting. I said, okay, what do you mean by that? She said, well, it made it sound like two things. Number one, that you were awfully old, and number two, that you couldn't keep a job. I said, well, perhaps some of that's right. I am old, but I've been very, very blessed in regards to the jobs. Let me also say to Dr. Davies, members of the board, our platform guests, and others this morning, how wonderfully honored my family and I are to receive this award. Most importantly, to the graduates this morning, I want to say congratulations to all of you and to your families. This is such a momentous day, and if there is anyone in this world, it's me that can appreciate the value of education. I like to call it a game changer in one's life, and it's certainly been that for me, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. To Madison and Landon, wow, your remarks were fabulous this morning, and it only made me remember my time here at Murray in 1966. I want to thank Dr. Davies and the board for this award, because as I was thinking about it on my way down here and reflecting on it over the last couple of days since we've been in Murray, words are totally inadequate to express the gratitude that I feel for this award, and I want you to know that it means the world to me. I've received, as Dr. Thornton talked about, many awards in my career, but I don't know that I've had one any more meaningful than this. To receive an award like this from your alma mater is so meaningful. I want to also express my sincere appreciation to Murray State, because it was here that not only I received the education that has helped me launch my professional career, but most importantly, as Dr. Davies pointed out, it's where I met my brides, my girlfriend, and the lady that serves as the wonderful mother of 4 kids, 14 grandkids, and 1 great-grandkid. And it's amazing that when we're out, people will always say to Eileen, you know you don't look old enough to have 14 grandkids. I never hear that for some reason, but it's always said to her, and she is so, so special. And folks, although she was introduced earlier, I hope you'll indulge me as I introduce my best friend and my wife, Dr. Eileen Bumpus. Eileen, please stand again and be recognized. And we're also proud to have with us today our youngest son, Brian Bumpus, who now declares he wants to be Dr. Brian Bumpus in a few years, but he's an inspiration to me. Brian, please stand again. Thank you. You know, graduates, I want to speak to you directly for just a few minutes, if you'll allow me. I asked my son, what should I say to them today? He gave me a couple of sage pieces of advice. He said, hey, Pops, don't go too long. Check, I got that. And then number 2, don't talk about having to walk to school up the hill both ways in the snow. I said, check, I got that. But I have to tell you that I do want to talk to you a little bit about my journeys to Murray State, and it's been referenced a couple of times, and I certainly picked up from Madison and Landon how much they appreciated that journey as well. But it was in 1966 when I left Princeton, Kentucky, and I used to get a lot of jokes when I first arrived here about being from Princeton. I think the first time I told someone I was from Princeton, they said, Princeton University? I said, no, Princeton, Kentucky. So it's really great today to be in an audience of people that generally know where Princeton might be. I got jokes about I was from Resume Speed, Kentucky. Okay, and that means it's a small town. Jerry and I used to joke back and forth with each other about which town was bigger, Arlington, Dawson Springs, or Princeton, and I assured her Princeton was bigger. Plus, we always beat them in basketball, so that was important. When I left Princeton, my mother and grandmother helped prepare me for the trip to Princeton. I think I was given a suitcase and a $5 bill. And I heard Landon talk about her first experience, Madison talk about her experience here and the expectations. Folks, I'll have to be very honest with you. I didn't have many expectations. I didn't know much about college. Let me ask those of you graduates in the audience today, if you would, please stand if you are a first-generation college student. Would you please stand if you are the first in your family to go to college? Kudos to you. Congratulations to you for the journey that you've made. When I got here, I did not know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be a continuation of my experiences at Caldwell County. I didn't really know what to expect. When I got here, I had a roommate over in Franklin Hall, and I used to hear some of the folks talk about, I can't believe I got a roommate, you know, and so forth. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I'm glad to have a bed to myself. You know, I grew up in a family of 10, and I don't even remember not having somebody in the bed with me. And so it was just such a wonderful experience here at Murray. But I have so many lasting memories in terms of my coming here and my matriculation at Murray and the wonderful things that happened. As I fast forward, I think it was in my junior year that I really got inspired about becoming a better student at Murray State University. In fact, it was in an English class that my future bride and I were taken together from a Mrs. Brown who was teaching English. Eileen was a great student. Yours truly was more interested in maintaining eligibility for a lot of different reasons, including I was president of the Qs. Any Qs in the house? If there are, out to you, shout out to you. And also just having a great time at Murray. But I recall Mrs. Brown, who first inspired me about my studies. Eileen was always studying. We were joking last night at dinner. I got to know the library here better as a result of Eileen working over there and Maya over there begging and pleading and chasing her. I spent a lot of time in there with her. But it was her that told me, she said, Walter, you know, you could do a lot better in this English class. And she challenged me, and she said, have you ever thought about what might happen to you in your career if you ever applied yourself? I gave that a lot of thought, and then from that point on, I really did start to make good grades. I completed my bachelor's degree and my master's here, and as has been indicated already, I went on to receive a PhD at UT Austin. It was also here at Murray State that both Eileen's and my professional careers got launched. I was hired, I believe, as at least one of the first, if not the first, African-American staff members here at the university, and Eileen was hired as an instructor in the speech pathology department, and she was coordinating student teachers. But it was also here that I received a call one day from a guy by the name of Norman Lane, who was the dean of students. And you have to know, based on my track record of my fraternity and some of the other things we were doing, I wasn't sure what the call was about. I was hoping it wasn't anything bad. I started thinking and reflecting, had I done anything that maybe he'd be calling me about? But fortunately, Norman Lane called me and offered me the opportunity to become Director of Minority Affairs here and Dormitory Director in Richmond Hall. And it was in that role and in that experience that I went on to meet a couple of guys that have become lifelong friends. And I don't know if Eddie Hunt is in the audience or not, but if Eddie and E.W. and John Yates are here, would you please stand and be recognized, because it was those guys that inspired me to be a leader. Eddie, if you're here, would you stand? E.W., if you're here, John Yates, please stand. If you're not, no problem. We were together last night for dinner, so we had a chance to tell a lot of lies and catch up a little bit. But nevertheless, those guys really helped inspire me to want to do more. In fact, I found great difficulty leaving Murray State when in 1974, I got offered a position to become the Dean of Students at East Arkansas Community College based on the experiences I had had right here at Murray. I was 24 years old at the time and did not want to leave here because Eileen and I enjoyed it so much here. I recall our trek down going towards Jackson, Tennessee. I can't recall, I think it was down 40 that we went to, from here to Jackson, then 40 from Jackson to Memphis, and then on to Forest City, Arkansas. And all the time we were leaving and driving, I was driving a U-Haul truck and Eileen was behind me in our car. And I was looking through the rearview mirror wanting to make sure I didn't lose her, and I noticed that she was crying. And I remember that I'm taking her away from the only state she'd ever known. We both were from Kentucky and we were moving to Arkansas. And then little did I know that that move would then lead me to Maryland and then to Texas, then to Louisiana, back to Texas again, and now to DC. Graduates, what does that mean to you? What that really means is that you never know what opportunities are going to be presented to you. I challenge you to think about that statement I just made. If you're not familiar with the world, please study your geography. You heard both Madison and Landon talking about speech. Take a speech class if you haven't taken one, but learn how to represent yourself, because there are going to be many opportunities presented for you as a graduate of this very, very fine university. I went on to leave Arkansas and pursue a position in Maryland, as I said. And I think what I would really want to point out to the graduates, more importantly than anything else, is just remember the game-changing aspects of this education. I challenge you to also look up on this stage and you look at Dr. Thornton, Dr. Davies, the very influential and talented members of this faculty and staff. And I want you to start to think about what opportunities do you want for yourself. I want you today to start to dream, and dream big, dream really big, and think about how you can back those dreams up with hard work and dedication. Like Mrs. Brown told me, think about how you can apply yourself to do those wonderful things that are out there for you. Many of the jobs that you will be going to in your professional career do not even exist today. Think about how this world is changing so drastically and so radically with the inventions that are coming forth with technology and so forth. Dr. Davies, I never dreamed, and I think I told you last night, I have probably been at over 200 commencements. I've probably given almost 200 commencement addresses, but I don't think I've ever seen a president dabbing. And so I want you to know I'm totally impressed, sir. You know what to do. You know what to do. So graduates, I want to close this morning by saying is in 1971, when I graduated from this very fine university, that I had the occasion to hear Dr. Dino Curris, who was appointed as a new president, and that was in my master's graduation, rather, and I heard him talking about his vision for this university. And I have to tell you, I was very inspired by his speech, but more inspired by the fact that he had an opportunity to help to shape and change young minds and lives like mine when I was here. But the more and more I thought about the role he was playing, and I thought about what I might want to do, and that was at some point in my life to maybe become a college or university president, it started to dawn on me. I had never seen an individual from a background like mine who had gone on to become a president. So I started to chart a path, if you will, and Jerry Sue referenced our friendship together. I've got six sisters from a family of 10, but I've never had anyone closer to me other than my wife than Jerry Sue. She's been a true friend and an advocate, but also has inspired me to do some of the things we've been able to do professionally. But as I started to think about what Dino said, it dawned on me I needed to work harder. Again, Mrs. Brown's comment about dedicating myself. So through that hard work, dedication, and dreams, I then achieved the position of president. Anything is possible to those of you in this audience today who are graduating. And so I would leave you with this. There's a whole lot to be done and too few to do it. Everyone that knows you expects you to do well, but I would challenge you, I would even implore you, not only do well, do good. Graduates, Godspeed. It's been great to be with you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bumpus, for those inspirational words. It is important that we all work hard and, as you said, do well. Speaking of doing well, it is now my pleasure to introduce the Murray State University Symphonic Wind Ensemble, who will provide our special music, fanfare for a festive celebration under the direction and leadership of Dennis Johnson. Aren't they amazing? Let's give them another round of applause. I have to admit, it was kind of fun to watch your black hats beat to the drum and see the little tassels flipping around. And yes, young lady over there, I saw you with your hands going back and forth too, so good job. A fine university always has an engaged alumni association. They go hand in together. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Bailey Smith, President of the Murray State University Alumni Association, who will provide the commencement salute. Elizabeth?
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Bailey Smith, and on behalf of the Murray State University Alumni Association, I would like to welcome distinguished guests, members of the board, Murray State faculty and staff, family, friends, random strangers, and most especially, the Murray State University class of 2016. You all should be so proud of all of your accomplishments over the past several years. Today, some of you are graduating magna cum laude, summa cum laude, and maybe even a few of you thank you laude. Nevertheless, whichever one of those you fall into, or somewhere in between, this is your day. Today is all about you. However, before you begin your new life, take a moment to reflect on your time spent at Murray State University. Know that many of the opportunities afforded you at Murray State are because alumni before you chose to stay connected to the racer tradition and give back to their alma mater. You can do the same by becoming a member of the Murray State University Alumni Association and remaining a part of racer tradition. We offer many ways for you to remain linked to Murray State, most especially by visiting raceralumni.com and becoming a member. As a member of the Alumni Association, you will uncover many opportunities to reach out to fellow alumni, future students, and other racer connections. The Alumni Association offers many different activities, both here and abroad, discounts on athletic events, exclusive venue events, as well as networking opportunities to stay connected to racer pride. So make plans to come back now and visit often, and when you do, please stop by the Sid Easley Alumni Center. We want to see you. We want to hear your stories of success. So as you graduate today and join the 70,000 other Murray State racer around the globe, know that you are unique, really. There are many graduations happening this spring at colleges and universities around the country. In fact, there are 74 Eagles, 46 Tigers, 39 Bulldogs, 33 Panthers, and 25 Wildcats, but only one racer. Again, congratulations, class of 2016. We can't wait to welcome you back to the finest place we know. Thank you, and go Racers.
Thank you, Elizabeth. In 1996, Murray State University implemented a residential college system comprised of the 8 residential colleges that were mentioned earlier. The residential college system promotes the development of student leadership skills and the responsibility of governance, which results in the establishment of traditions, enduring friendships, and lasting bonds. This morning, we recognize those students who will become lifelong members of the residential colleges by formally investing them as alumni members of the respective colleges. I asked Squire Babcock, Regent's Residential College Head, to please come forward and assist in the investiture of the residential college students. Squire?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Davies. But you should have introduced me as head of Regent's College, the very best residential college at Murray State.
We'll cut the microphone off.
Investiture is a formal ceremony that grants privileges and marks the attainment of a certain status. Murray State University has chosen today's investiture ceremony to signify our graduates' attainment of alumni status in their residential colleges. A college education is more than the accumulation of credit hours or the preparation for a specific career. Earning a degree is a process of growth and learning that extends beyond the classroom. Giving students the best opportunities to succeed throughout their lives is the focus of our residential college system. Graduates, today we celebrate the culmination of an important phase of your growth. You have acquired leadership skills, developed a sense of community responsibility, and you have made lasting friendships. We honor these achievements as we welcome you as new alumni. Wear your residential college colors proudly today and on other special occasions throughout your lives. We congratulate you upon becoming lifelong members of your respective residential colleges and encourage you to keep in touch with your residential college family as you journey beyond Murray State University. Thank you.
Thank you, Squire, Head of Regents. I am president and of the best college, Springer-Franklin. Will all the graduates please rise to stand for the investiture? You're fine. No, you're good. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky through the Board of Regents of Murray State University, and upon the recommendation of the residential college heads, all candidates for graduation are hereby vested as lifelong members of their respective residential college. Go Terps of Springer-Franklin. Students may now be seated. And applause. That's what it says. It's now the halfway point among all of our speakers, just 4 more to go. On a serious note, I do have to say, about a month and a half ago, I asked Chairperson Waterfield of the Board of Regents if he would like to give a speech here at commencement. His response was, heck no. In the interest of time, they don't want to listen to me, they want to graduate. So, on the honor of Harry Lee, standing ovation. Let's give him a standing ovation. At this time, we do begin the confirmation of the degrees. It's at that moment. Dr. Duncan, will you please join me and help me in this process?
Yes. President Davies, the faculty present to you the candidates for doctoral, specialist, master's, baccalaureate, and associate degrees. I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred upon each candidate. Will each candidate please come forward as your name is called? President Davies, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice. The students will receive their doctoral hoods from Dr. Marcia Hobbs, Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Professions. The recipients of the doctoral hood and title are Dr. Desiree Blackford,
Dr. Anna Bouchon. Dr. China Hatcher. Dr. Darlena Jones. Dr. Lisa Lavelle. Dr. Pamela Thurman. Dr. Whitney Willett. And Dr. Carolyn Winchester. President Davies, the candidates for the specialist degree are
Marquetta Johnson. Megan Elise Tetraff.
President Davies, the candidates for the master's degree are
Chelsea Lynn Ifrig. Cody Wade Smith. Erica Ellen Allen. Ellen Cox Cartwright. Kendall French. Jacqueline Kuyaf. Michael Elizabeth Sparks. Kelly Carico. Mackenzie Culver Moore. Whitney Brooke Barner. Megan Doherty. Misty Dawn Clark. Catherine Melton. Nuria Mingalamova. Celeste Penn. Subina Montrese Renee Colligan. Yuchen Liu. Stephanie Lee Sharp. Jorge Vega Diaz. Anita Tikandrain Chatule. Brianna Byers. Edwin Archibong. Omoniena Adaramu. Tolope Adiyumo. Nina Sige Oluwatoten DJ. Christiana Ikime. Arij Hamza Al-Rabi. Wang Huang Nguyen. Ziki Chu. Ching Zhang. Yanni Lee. Ji Zhang. Jennifer Marks. Sharon Taylor. Hamzed Oziemi, Ali Alzarani, Mustafa Margani, Abdul Ibrahim Kariri, Mohammed El Saimi, Majed Ablayadi, Terry Kirk, Rachel Kendall, Catherine Ruth Coates, Hannah Krim Barney, Tabitha Bennett, Tiana Renee Rock, Rebecca Mai Marion Borgfall, Victoria Ann Pierpoint, Rachel Marie Bodner, Sarah Lillian Heinking, Alexandria Davis, Lee Gale Payne, Leslie Brooke Goad, Brittany Lynn Bush, Brittany Michelle Heppy, Anne Catherine Nina Bolsinger, Lisa Marie Hannah Peppel, Jacob Oliver Speskowski, Rebecca Dames, Samuel Nathan Armstrong, Travis Ball, Rachel Rigovan, Jillian K. Morgan, Adam Howard Kratt, Kayla Nicole Todd, David Nance, Caitlin Budnick, Joshua Dale Reed, Samuel Timothy Hayes, Jordan Michael Culp, Christopher Watson, Laura Fort Castleberry, Samantha Bramer, Mitchell Dean Stewart, Robert Allen Brumrick Jr., Alan Hankins, Seth Roberts, Lance Douglas Joyner, Brandy Nicole Bloodworth, and Jean Geary, Reagan Blanton, Mark Lindsay, William J. Shadowan Jr., Stephanie Payne, Glenda Ann Talent, Paul Michael Malman, Kim Wan-Soo, Julian Ulrich Norbert Vogel, Francisca Maria Rentz, Dustin Lee Alton, Jordan Williams, Jordan Michelle Daniels, Brent Allen Shather, Chen Chen Mu, Jing Tong, Miao Shi, Catherine Michelle Case, Natalia Vega Barreto, Majid Al-Sarari, Faisal Al-Rari, Muhammad Alatwi, Salman Ali Alatwi, Yusuf Al-Sadis, Abdul Wahad Al-Rashadi, Asma Hazan Athman, Rachel Al-Kahaldi, Mahahaif Al-Katani, Abdullah Al-Nasib, Hamad Hadi Al-Grisha, Hassan Mohammed Kormi, Dongshu Huaben, Yating Shen, Tanner McIntyre, Norma Monica Jameson, Ryan Allen, Ashley Regina Smith, Dennis Blanchard, Ivan Lamont Brown, Carrie Keel, Lainey Neary, Catherine Kaufman, Gemisola Badri, Jacqueline K. Reed, Cody Arian Thompson, Ronnie Basham Britt, Paul Freeman Young, Bryant Harrison, Cassidy Norvell Thompson, Brian Aaron Clarkson, Michelle Alfakiri, Fayez Mohsen Al-Tuabi, Ali Al-Morshed, Rebecca Gauntz, Hani Hamid Mohammed Al-Balihi, Kimberly Futrell Hamby, Yalin Shen, Khadija Al-Zarani, Anthony Ox, Maud Al-Uhayden,
James Cortland Kemp,
Dennis Tukasingura, Vasavi Lingala, Bandi Vinay, Sukandar Malreddy, Ramakrishna Medikacharla, Anirudh Suram, Sarat Chandra McKenna, Chandu Bathaneni, Fani Katakaridi, Srilavan Kumar Kajalapeni, Hussein Salam Al-Yami, Kelsey Green, Rachel Lee Rayburn, Jacqueline Dillon. Hannah Robbins. James Higgins. Michael Logan Musser. Mohammed Al Khalifa. Ahmed Hamad Al Subai. Marwa Al Sultan. Sarah Haitham Kayat. Shrug Salah Al Jahani. Imam Al Hirali. Makita Chanel Carruthers. Mohammed Al Khaladi. Modestos Modestu. Vanutha Balsareddy. Lakshmi Batola. Somyam Deepripika Rai. Sandhya Rani Jalagam. Revant Talrugari. Sumath Baraganti.
Baccalaureate candidates who complete all requirements for the Honors Diploma sequence are awarded the Murray State University Honors Diploma, signified by the Honors Diploma Medallion. President Davies, the candidates for the Baccalaureate Honors Diploma are
Landon M. Gibbs, summa cum laude. Sarah Denise Traylor. Megan Leanna Wagner, magna cum laude. Kendra Kennedy, cum laude. Cody Cantor. Samuel Sheffer. Heston Arnold, summa cum laude. Caitlin Geiler. Kyle David Rica, summa cum laude. Shelby K. Gray, cum laude.
Yes. Topas Adi Ardana Prawito.
Taylor Rhodes, cum laude. Bobby Albertson, magna cum laude. Jared Kerner, magna cum laude. Lindsay Lyles. Shayna Lee Hall, magna cum laude. Victoria Bertram, magna cum laude. Kate Post, summa cum laude. Christopher T. Lossie, magna cum laude. Garris Stroud, summa cum laude. Devin Hill, cum laude. Jason Esau, summa cum laude. Harmon Marie Wilson. Christina Marie Sherman, summa cum laude. Maggie Joanne Nawa, cum laude. Morgan Brianna Bethel, magna cum laude. Vaughn Reed, magna cum laude. Madeline Pelletier, cum laude. Paige Catherine Bolligman, magna cum laude. Nicole King, magna cum laude.
President Davies, the candidates for the baccalaureate degree are
Madison Embry, summa cum laude. Lauren Thomas, summa cum laude. Clinton Combs, cum laude. Tori Perkins. Elena Lee Mitchell. Hannah Renee Johns. Savannah Haberman. Carly Lane Morris. Callan Bubb. Marissa Burrows. Rachel Foxley. Audrey Lewis, cum laude. Peyton Dakota Smith, summa cum laude. Caitlin Smith, summa cum laude. Shelby Beggs, summa cum laude. Maggie Ann Pruitt. Kim L. Morrow. McKay Bennett Stegner. Melanie Alicia Tapp. Heather Doherty. Emily Gruner. Natalie Lay. Kimberly Siebert. Rebecca Morris. Heatherly Pascal, magna cum laude. Cole Cisneros. Preston Prather, cum laude. Brianna Sill. Kelsey Randall. Zachary Applegate. Mary Catherine Bradley, cum laude. Allison Borthwick, summa cum laude. Bryant Powell, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Fisher. Jan Bikey. Sarah Bellingham. Gail Hempker. Sydney Shackelford. Melissa K. Schenk, cum laude. Aurora Lasley. Caitlin Ziesmer. Hallie Perkins. Suzanne Stoltz, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Blue. Taylor Stevens, magna cum laude. Mariah Hoke. Kayla Brown. Joanna Moline Butler. Morgan Houston. Rebecca Russell. Audrey Lynn Martin, summa cum laude. Gracia Melissa White. Kristen Critchfield, cum laude. Emily Francesca Conrad, cum laude. Alyssa Renee Wells, summa cum laude. Taylor Underwood. Sandy Crowell, cum laude. Jordan Bates. Jennifer Paul. Megan Sampson, cum laude. Danielle Boschert. Claire Scott. Marissa Sheffer. Lindsay Robertson. Chad Flanagan, cum laude. Adam Rubenacker, cum laude. Austin Elpers. Brandy Ballard. Lana Walters, cum laude. Rachel Sullivan. Samuel Glenn, cum laude. Joshua Moore. Matthew Chappell. Matthew Crane, cum laude. Brandon Mitchell Story, summa cum laude. Desiree Baxter. Megan Amelia Fraser, cum laude. Brittany McMahon, cum laude. Celine Hong. Amanda Boren. Mohammed Al-Shariri. Caitlin Mackenzie Curley. Catherine Michelle Wilson. Haley Edwards. Gunnar Bonner Decker. Zachary Whitlock, cum laude. Mark Rhodes, magna cum laude. Savannah Murphy. Alexandria Logan Roughton, cum laude. Melinda Ann Edwards. Alyssa Marie Johnson. Kirsten Andrews, magna cum laude. Dalton Berry. Alexandria Beatty. Casey Marie Farley. Barrett Pazderka. Stephen Harold Burian. Caleb Wilkins. James Colby Sanderson. Caleb Ward, cum laude. Alexis Ann Rogers, summa cum laude. Deonce Field. Mohammed Ibrahim Falata. Ahmed Mohammed Aladamamad. Abdulaziz Ahmad Adwahi. Morgan T. Hayes. Masood Aryan. Megan Elizabeth Allison, cum laude. Allison Woodward. Catherine Johnson. Aaron Mitchell Henderson. Tara Lynn Ford. Marissa Hagan, magna cum laude. William Perks, summa cum laude. Josephine Helen Monarch. Robert Back. Lucas Kingston. Andrew Robert Wareheim. Adam John Kempworth. Zachary Scott Lee. Kinman Covey. John Daniel Greenwell, cum laude. Charles Jeanette, magna cum laude. Kaylee N. Houston. Haley Bomer. Natalie Brewster, summa cum laude. Whitney Michelle Turner. Austin Elgin Calvert, cum laude. Jordan Reynolds. Alexandra Reynolds, magna cum laude. Hannah Owens, magna cum laude. Taylor Grace Suter. Margaret Reardon Wolfe. Emily Anna Baker. Corey Fisher. Michael Patrick Filosa. Shelby Keller. Amanda Valentino. Michaela LaCourciere. Amelia Rose Hall, summa cum laude. Samantha Jo Fold. Ellen Marie Jarvis, cum laude. Sarah Michelle Hammond, magna cum laude. Mariah Rose Bradley, summa cum laude. Catherine Tohill, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Powers. Emily Caitlin Clark. Rodney Seymour. Wayne E. Langston. Jeffrey Moss. Jervon Eric McGee. Jamie Ann Vincent. Matthew Darge, cum laude. William Bradley Minders. Matthew Bendet. Timothy Tucker. Erin Marie Shaughnessy, summa cum laude. Molly Thompson, cum laude. Lindsay Clement, magna cum laude. Jessica Wilhelm. Jason Prater. Haley Elizabeth Barfield, cum laude. Andrew Whiteside. Mark T. Ledford. J. Lewis Green, summa cum laude. Daniel Harper. Austin Gibson. Ira Ray. John Board III, magna cum laude. Tammy Nicole Curry. Jordan Kendall McWhirter. Brooke Deal. Micah Scoggin. Alexa Husking. Kayla Lawrence. Melissa Waters Cavallini, cum laude. Cassie Lee. Selena Macalia Young. Heather Renee Carvo. Allison Shear, magna cum laude. Cassandra Huizar, cum laude. Yesenia Huizar, magna cum laude. Catherine Summerfield, magna cum laude. Aaron Freilich. T.J. Lewis, cum laude. Colleen N. Oler, magna cum laude. Darby Ann Cutter, magna cum laude. Brandy Stahl. Samantha DeBoard. Laura Dwerling. Kristen Ann Hobbs, cum laude. Mallory Nicole Maxwell, cum laude. Emily Taylor Hume. Sarah Tucker. Haley Fisher. Cheyenne Hooks, summa cum laude. Michael Heath Brown. Jared Hill. Amber Renee Elmore. Logan Dillard. Tyler Elligood, cum laude. Lauren C. Holloway. Shannon Harris. Joseph Schifano, magna cum laude. Austin Kelly. Quinton Bergman. Mutaz Barakat. Tamer Al-Hidmi. Joseph G. Chicoria. Lance Poole. Rebecca Gregas. Kimberly Brooke Kearney. Houston Lee Duckwall, cum laude. Sydney Moran Tibbs, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Murphy, cum laude. Lindsay Ray Weeks. Holly Alicia McNeil. Ellen Christine Adkisson. Martha Maddox. Samara Epps. Chad Thomas, cum laude. Emily Lundborg. Claire Swinson. Laramie Blake Locke.
Tanner D. Neese. Austin Blakely. Sawyer Chadwick Lawson, magna cum laude. Joshua Gauntz, summa cum laude. Alexander Hopewell. Heath Graham Fritz, cum laude. Bryce William Grismer, magna cum laude. Cody Ramage. Kelly Renee Maynor, summa cum laude. Hannah Kelly. Katie Whitaker, cum laude. Macy Taylor Wallace. Haley Russell, magna cum laude. Morgan Victoria Wild, cum laude. Tara Persley, cum laude. Holly Gromelski. Sydney Cooper. Victoria Board. Cody Shea Walden. Kelsey Beach. Jenna Dawn Ross, summa cum laude. Laken Danielle Hendon, magna cum laude. Brittany Bruce. Natalie Christine Sapp, summa cum laude. Olivia Miller Perkins, cum laude. Annalie Schutte. Corey Beth Copeland, cum laude. Lauren Taylor Nunez. Laura Kazinix. Kanisik. Natasha Enoch, cum laude. Julia Marie Geraci, cum laude. Charlton Drew Story. Lauren Doherty. Mackenzie Joe Schmidt. Blake Bickerstaff. Ryan Wilson. Andrew Scovron. Savannah Allen. Meredith Becker. Kendall Gentry. Tori Michelle Volk. Amber Stevens. Victoria Faye Hedinger. Renee Hennert. Shelby Williams. Megan Smith. Hannah Harris, magna cum laude. Michael James Heck. Austin Reed. Cameron Bishop, magna cum laude. Andrew Douglas Brazel, magna cum laude. Samaya Donaldson. Ingram Stovall. Cheyenne Lorraine Merriweather. Shakir Tulai Moore. Alexa Ray Cox. Jana Bethay. Austin Fields. Amanda Gebke. Victoria Holmes. Paige Dintelman, cum laude. Cassie O'Keefe. Jessica Adams. Taylor Shelby. Ashley Morgan. Michelle Farrington. Christopher Dylan Sheridan. Zachary Maley. Trent Fenwick. Brian Puckett, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Wayne Payne, magna cum laude. Tyler Longhofer. Nicole Catarano, summa cum laude. Carly O'Donnelly, magna cum laude. Ella Corinne McDaniel, summa cum laude. Jacob Scott. Casey Lee Giles. Kayla Marie Adams, cum laude. Madeline Schmidt. Maggie Rayleigh. Ashley Parkinson, summa cum laude. Lindsay Carolyn Powers. Mohammed Al-Sulamam Al-Sofiani. Abdullah Hussein Al-Shami. Khalid Al-Radi. Yasir Saeed Al-Katani. Abdulaziz Al-Sarari. Abdullah Salah Al-Tob. Hassan Abdulaziz Al-Suleiman. Hamdam Al-Sharani. Charlotte Goss, cum laude. Erin Olivia Patton, summa cum laude. Sophie Louise Hillier, summa cum laude. Abigail Stamper. Jacob Bruce. Lynn Marie Richendaler.
Danielle Holland. Taylor Holtgrew. Dalton Thomas Henderson.
Megan Tromley, summa cum laude. Kara Blevins, cum laude. Helena Raquel Pinheiro, cum laude. Sigrid Lilligard. Sarah Morgan. Micah Renee Selheimer. Brenda Valentine, summa cum laude. Hannah Harris, magna cum laude. Carmen Michelle Martinez, summa cum laude. Allison Jones, magna cum laude. Kristen Hope Johnson, cum laude. Nancy Lewis. Haley Morgan Legrone. Riss Tanafan. Brandon Jones. Dylan Alexander Padilla. Cedric Michael Bransford. Precious Moore. Lisa Bayless, magna cum laude. Alexis Schlepper. Brianna McCarthy. Sydney Potts. Alyssa Lelm. Taylor Elise Olden. Samantha Bedard. Abdelayla Alutaibi. Mohammed Alshkar. Faisal Aligali. Abdullah El Ghamdi. Muhammad Al-Shari. Adel Al-Shami. They keep that. Kristen Marie Lisenby, summa cum laude. Carolyn Slinker, cum laude. Erica Kavanaugh. Taylor Hargis, summa cum laude. Travis Cornelius. Caitlin All, magna cum laude. Tracy Lynn Habermel, magna cum laude. Samantha Stevens. David Lloyd Shelton. Jordan Allen. Hadi Al-Shamari. Hatim Abalawi. Amber O'Gwyn. Kelsey Helsman. Jennifer Henley. Felicia Williams Watson. Hannah Elizabeth Stover. Christian De Palma. Kara Stinson, cum laude. Megan Redfield. Henley McCormick, magna cum laude. Caleb Fogel, magna cum laude. Rachel Bernier, summa cum laude. Megan Jenkins, cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Lewis. Cody Mitchell Robbins, cum laude. Daniel Ryan Beasley Walker. Alexander Earl Brumley. Shay Pierce, summa cum laude. Congratulations. Tiffany Elkins. Lisa Michelle Stanley. Samantha Kime. Jerry Lynn Young. Nicole Cravens. Chase Buchanan. Scott McKenty. Brittany White. Ashley Nicole Rice. Christina Walker. Cassandra Nutt. Megan Brasher. Morgan Brasher, cum laude. Kayla Ann Mayfield, magna cum laude. Tiffany Renee Comer, cum laude. Marianne Elizabeth Crowder, summa cum laude. Anna Michelle Word, summa cum laude. Alyssa Quinn Fletcher, magna cum laude. Courtney Lane Tucker. Brianne Widman, summa cum laude. Shelby Penrod. Lydia Deal, summa cum laude. Bethany Silken, summa cum laude. Natalie Atkinson, magna cum laude. Robert Lawson Barger. Shimong Sun. Jali Han. Liku Tu. Elizabeth Mattingly. Victoria Pope, summa cum laude. Meredith Riley. Honesty Staggs. Kyler York. Lorenzo Turi. Blake Arsenault. Adam Thomas Kaiser. Sydney Verrier. Olivia Dreckman. Heather Burgess. Catherine Holler, cum laude. Maggie Smith Stenger, summa cum laude. Leanne Thweet, summa cum laude. Carolyn Claywell. Mark Demkowski, cum laude. Peggy Sitensik. Ashley De La Luz. Amanda Ruiz. Kyle Mattingly. Parker Franklin, summa cum laude. Carly Marie Boffman. Tara Hahn. Brooke Jones, cum laude. Derek Reedford. Ryan Limpus, summa cum laude. Kat Marryme, magna cum laude. Hayden Price, summa cum laude. Alexander Lynn. Jordan Love, summa cum laude. Derek Allen Willett. Deidre Davis. James Shute, cum laude. Charles Biasi. Christopher Sharon, magna cum laude. Jacob Petrich. Norman King Franklin. Jonathan Steele. William Garrett Edmison. Joseph Coffin. Robert Fry. Jason Caudill. Breck Turner, cum laude. Jonathan Dunning, summa cum laude. Tracy Lee Newport. Lemuel Melvin. Jacob Hackle, magna cum laude. Jerry McReynolds. Molly Kinsey. Storm Corey. Funky Kong. Jacob Speck. Jacob Krish. Amanda Gullett, summa cum laude. Erica Thompson, magna cum laude. Megam Gullett, summa cum laude. Neil Tucker. Jesse Sawtell, summa cum laude. Caleb Daniel Hughes, summa cum laude. Hannah Eliza Bright, magna cum laude. Shanna Lay. Caitlin Kessinger, magna cum laude. Amanda Van Cura. Rebecca Christine Morris. Abby Lehman, summa cum laude. Victoria Mohan, summa cum laude. Mikkel Davis. Taylor Rogers. Nicole Lynn Ely. Brennan Hanley, cum laude. Chloe Rager. Jerry Kellis McKenzie. Jonathan Owens. Haley Jarvis, summa cum laude. Cameron Simon. Courtney Abbott, magna cum laude. Stephen Turkula. Jordan Robbins. Stasha Hickey, magna cum laude. Cordelia Ann Hires. Brooke Leanne Heisner, magna cum laude. Lucy Easley, magna cum laude. Gary Singer. Reese Herron, cum laude. Ashley Gullickson, magna cum laude. Camden White, summa cum laude. Cody Myers. Emily Fountain, summa cum laude. Allison Rogers, magna cum laude.
Aaron Hugh Wilson, magna cum laude.
Justin Mosley, summa cum laude. Joel Walker. Yeah, thank you. Cole Bell. Michael Minter. Jonah McMicken. Christopher Cowan. Cody Durbin. Daniel Keith Best, magna cum laude. Mary Hauser, summa cum laude. Laura Hawkins, cum laude. Kaylee Brooke Williams, cum laude. Heather Rayleigh, magna cum laude. Casey Watley, cum laude. Caitlin Elaine Calvert. Justice Lamana. Dylan Lee Riley. Eric Jacobsmeyer. Derek Wissinger. Taylor Phillips Walker. John Edward Cessna. Christopher Denowith. Davis Powers. Aaron Rowland, magna cum laude. Catherine Hunt. Anna Markscourse. Mason Vowles, magna cum laude. Patrick Wyatt. Samuel Blake. Gragan Taylor. Alexander Shira. Wantea Arch. Colette Anderson, summa cum laude. Scott Alimo. Landon Russell, magna cum laude. Eric Wade Thurman. Abigail Fountain. Ashley Dumas. Sarah Wamboyo Rarero. Victoria Scott. Alexandra Underwood. Kelsey Bartlett. Joseph Conley. Luke Samuel Vorst. Veronica Decker. Candace Rosalie Miller, summa cum laude. Martha Sherwood. Artie Tabeel. Mauricio Antonio Innes. A.G. Smith. Kyra Gullidge. Bianca Babich. Murphy Walsh. Jacob Melvin, summa cum laude. Sarah Barrett, cum laude. Taylor Hawes. Jeremiah Markham. Daniel Robinson, cum laude. Nicholas Aaron Laster. Timothy Carson Greifenkamp. Luke Whitmore, magna cum laude. Grayson Brown. Thomas Chandler Hicks. Jesse Piercy. Jerome Penner. Zachary Thomas Garnett. Taylor Hancock. Logan Daniel. Adam Blake Holder, magna cum laude. Jarrett C., summa cum laude. Terrence Durai Malone. Walter Powell, Jr. How you doing? Janoski Davis. St. Pierre Anilis, Jr. Sean Samuels Cannell. Rayana Henderson. Ariel Shansay Watson. Nikos Jared Crump. Warren Conway. Zipporah Robinson. Australia Miller. Randy E.R. Box. Germany, Yvette McCrae. Kiera Shanice Austin. Tyler Rice. Kyle Timothy Class. Abigail Smith. Elizabeth Carlisle, cum laude. Kelsey Smith, summa cum laude. Cassidy Nicole Rice, magna cum laude. Trina Klenkenbeard. Kelsey Lee Grubbs, magna cum laude. Iris Sarah Page McDowell, cum laude. Kelsey Maureen Moxley. Emma Beckworth Hanrahan, summa cum laude. Olivia Deppen, magna cum laude. Alicia Rideout. Justin Bryant. William Marks. Marcus Andrew Henry. Matthew Burke. Chandler Enix. Derek Gray Walker. Rhonda B. Walp, cum laude. Christina Duval. Anthony Allen. David Lewis Ames. Tammy Lorraine Horton, cum laude. Janie Beth Connor. Cheyenne Wickman. Tyla Celeste Bailey, magna cum laude. Catherine Hagan, magna cum laude. Thomas Campbell, magna cum laude. David Aaron Whitney, cum laude. Amir Awad Almeida. Anna Rose Fedorchuk. Asraf Almadi. Tashay Danielle Grooms. Latia Pettigrew. Christopher Behringer. David Crittenden, cum laude. Colin Glass. Diane Boyd McAlpin. Laura Cook. Melissa Nappinger. Wesley Honschel. James Dale. Amy Marie McDougall. Callie Small, summa cum laude. Nicole Littlepage, magna cum laude. Joshua Calso, cum laude. Hannah Martin. Ashley Nally, summa cum laude. Stephanie Lee Johnson. Jonathan Blake Wells. Erica Bogus, cum laude. Samantha Jo Asbury. Nicole Taylor, cum laude. Laura Catherine Elizabeth Cobb, cum laude. Jessica Bratcher. Jessica Hanks, magna cum laude. Jennifer Hanks, magna cum laude. Zachary Listenby, cum laude. Elizabeth Abigail Thompson, cum laude. Adrian Brown. Megan Wagner, summa cum laude. Rebecca Spraggs, magna cum laude. Hannah Suarez. Hunter Wright. Casey Dotson, cum laude. Lena Hartledge. Natalie Hesley. Jenna Lynn, cum laude. Natalie Purtle. Morgan Lewis, magna cum laude. Whitney Martin, magna cum laude. Lonnie Blackman. Audrey Anna Eckenberg. Cassie Jones, magna cum laude. J.C. Fleming. Veronica Hubbard, cum laude. Kelsey Alexandria Duncan. Jessica Denise Watkins. Jason Fuentes, cum laude. Emily Cartwright. Davis Dodd. Danielle Tyler Hagan. Christopher Ross Givens. Adam D. Phelps, summa cum laude. Donovan Connor Alexander. Mallory Jean Shiplet.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. Give the names.
No, I don't. Sir? Here.
One moment, please. We have 2 new second lieutenants commissioned just yesterday in the United States Army. Let's give them a round of applause. Welcome, Second Lieutenant Phelps, Second Lieutenant Alexander. Back on the show.
Candace Hill. Nathan Yielding. Hunter Miller. David Buckhold. Michelle Hall. Latasha Blake. Callie Adkisson. Catherine Harned, cum laude. Morgan Tubbs, summa cum laude. Amberly Rose Moss, magna cum laude. Brandon Newton, magna cum laude. Lauren Janot, magna cum laude. Jessica Rios. Catherine Grant Burns, cum laude. Sarah Carter, summa cum laude. Emily Bruns, magna cum laude. Devin Simpson, cum laude. Kauthar Taher Al-Salbi. Kenley McAlpin. Allison Webster. Rachel Hawkins, cum laude. Joanna Browning, summa cum laude. Marissa Roth. Cody Michelle Brashears. Brian Clifford Scott Haas. Dania Shea Rutherford. Nicole Gord.
Michael Aaron Phelps.
Stuart Zeman. Jiaotong Chang. Christina Maria Martin. Jessica Mays, magna cum laude. Darius Nobavi. Danielle Thomas. Lauren Elizabeth Take, summa cum laude. Brett Reed Anderson. John D. Sheehan. James Corey Ballard. Sarah Jane Simon. Anjan Kashyap. Todd Grumley, Lucas Seltzer, Alan Salzman, Mallory Pretty, Maggie Combs, Jackie Patterson, magna cum laude. Travis Plunkett, Elizabeth Johnson, cum laude. Lars Colin Anderson, Gabrielle Wibbenmeyer, summa cum laude. Paige Middleton, Stephanie Michelle Smith, Emily Shoecraft, summa cum laude. Cassidy Thomas McAlpin,
Joshua Davidson Tilson,
Aaron Burke Coughlin, Tiffany Dankovic, Kaylee Pilon, Brett Chittenden, Rachel McKinley, Megan Elizabeth Happel, Taylor Hornback, Kayla Ann Reynolds, Christopher Jason Mahan, cum laude, Lancia Gossett, Justin Harned, Taylor Brem, Samuel A. Wilkie, Joseph Taylor Miller, Yu Ja, Saina Zhang, Joy Morgan Harris, Krista Brianna Culver, cum laude.
President Davies, the candidates for the associate's degree are
Nicole Alyn Hayek, Michaela Larkins, Jesus Siqueiros,
I asked Jesus, who was the last graduate, if he wanted to give a speech. He declined. Yeah, let's give it to Jesus! Will all the candidates for doctoral, specialist, graduate, and undergraduate degrees please rise to be recognized? That guy up there tried to dab. I think my dab's a little bit better than yours. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky through the Board of Regents of Murray State University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges thereto pertaining. I now declare you graduates of Murray State University. You all did it too soon. Put your tassels back to the other side. You now may move your tassels from your right to your left. Let's welcome the class of 2016 of Murray State University. Will you all y'all, please stand. I'm speaking Kentucky. Yeah, you got the all y'all. Please stand for the alma mater led by Murray State University senior music major Trevor Cardwell from Morgantown, Kentucky. The words are printed in the back of your commencement program. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you, Trevor. This concludes our celebration of the class of 2016. Please remain standing until the stage party, us, and the faculty have left the arena, and then you may join all of the individuals, all 1,565 of the finest class we know, on the floor. Thank you for joining us today. A final congratulations and Godspeed to all our graduates. Travel safely, and most importantly, go Racers!
Congratulations, graduates. You are dismissed.